What is going on, Fam Jam, and welcome to another Yeehaw or Hellnaw right here at Jaja. Today we are going to look at title number 8, or track number 8, Crimson and Clay from the Foxes in the Snow album from Jason Isbell. So as you guys know, if you've been looking at the channel the past couple of days, we are doing this whole album, 1 through 11. We're suspending Acapella Mondays, we're suspending Throwback Thursdays until the album is complete. Today's day number 8. This is Crimson and Clay from Jason Isbell, Foxes in the Snow. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Fam Jam, let's go. Upbeat.
Had it with me everywhere I've been. Red clay under my nails, deep crimson on my skin. You could strip me of everything I own and just leave me with the memories of my Alabama home. I guess the highway didn't kill me after all. Well, I thought I was a goner in that trailer fire in Arkansas, but I just let it burn and walked away.
So a lot of relatability right off the bat. I've got that clay under my fingernails, you know, Alabama clay, Georgia clay. We all know everything about that. People in the South know about that Red River clay we talk about. So super relatable right off the bat.
Crawled back to the crimson and the clay. I got a little bolt action for my 9th birthday, and I can flip a silver dollar from 100 yards away. 1911 under my floor, man. Then one day it just occurred to me I got no use for that. Guess the city didn't kill me after all. The thing that nearly took me out was loneliness and alcohol, and I just put it down and walked away. Crawled back to the crimson and the clay. See the moon in the morning, I anticipate the night. Lick the spoon in the kitchen, we prayed to Martha White. A little noose in a locker, brown eyes crying in the hall. Rebel flags on the highway, wooden crosses on the wall. Guess the small town didn't suit me after all. Still so many lonely kids surrounded by the rest of y'all, and I can't seem to keep myself away. So I head back to the crimson and the clay.
Wow. Powerful song there. Incredibly powerful song. That one feels almost like you can't run away your upbringing, no matter how much you try. Like I said, upbeat. The musicality of it was a quick pace, upbeat at the beginning, and then the further you went into the lyrics, the more intense they got. Always going back to the crimson and the clay. It feels like you do what you can, you grow up, you form your own opinions, and still sometimes you go back home. And I mean that in a metaphorical sense, not always in a physical sense. And yeah, you learn about things that you learned in your upbringing that you may disagree with, or you don't have the same viewpoints anymore, and there's that push and pull of you forming your own opinions, of you taking your own stance, and still finding it difficult to turn away from an upbringing, to turn away from what you consider home, to turn away from the things that you knew when you were growing up as an adolescent. So, a lot of interesting and tough subject matter to tackle in that song. I think he does a really good way of presenting and a way of tackling it himself and showing you that he wants to change. He wants to have different viewpoints. He knows some of the stuff he learned was wrong, but he also knows how difficult it can be to detract from an upbringing you spent 10, 20, 30 years in. And sometimes going back home, again in that metaphorical sense, still happens. Right at the end there, he goes, so there's so many people lonely that are still around y'all, and I can't help myself but to come back. And whether that's coming back to help the others that are lonely. In the middle there, he talks about, it wasn't the city that killed me after all. What almost broke me down was loneliness and alcohol. So a lot of tackling. I feel like this is an incredibly interpersonal story that he is telling through this album. A lot of reflection in his own life, and he's letting us in on it. And urging us to be forward thinkers, to think for ourselves, make our own decisions. And as a person that grew up in the South, I understand that thought process. I understand having to wrestle with what we've known forever, having your own thought process, what you agree with, what you don't agree with, all those things, I can understand that. And I think it's incredibly personal and vulnerable and brave to be able to put all this into songs and put this out and try to wrestle with these, difficult things that we still deal with today. So I encourage you. That one didn't have the lyrics written in the description, but I know it's on Google. So if you want to go see that video, there is a link in the description below. You can go listen to it again, digest some of the lyrics. I'm going to go Google the lyrics as well. There may have been some that slipped by me. And if you do a second listen, I implore you to do the same. Read the lyrics as he's singing them to really get every piece that he wrote down. And just enjoy that song. I think it's an important song for the record. I think it's an important song for the album and for the story that he's telling. I could tell this was so personal to him and is one he worked on really hard, especially all of the turmoil that happened in his life right before this came out. This was almost like a healing effect for him to be able to write about it and talk about it. So I encourage you guys to definitely go listen to that one again. Again, that link is in the description below. On the way, if you feel like it, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this album trek we are on. We got 3 more to go. 3 more songs on the album, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming, and we will enjoy it from then. So hopefully you guys have a fantastic day. I will see y'all soon, and I just appreciate you so much. So until next time, Fam Jam, I'm out.